Alright guys, so here's the plan. I have a set of monthly videos that I'm going to start rolling out here in the next week or two. They're going to be very familiar to the people that watch YouTube bass fishing videos just universally. Not anything that I've done in the past, but it should be very familiar to you guys. I'm not going to tell you guys it yet. I'm just going to roll it out. That way you guys can kind of be a little bit surprised by it, but you guys might be a little bit interested in that, so stay tuned for that. That should be out in the next week or so. I also have a question and answer video coming out. I was hoping to get that out last month. That's going to be out hopefully within the next week, maybe hopefully by Saturday. I also have a lure review that I'm going to get up this week. I'm also going to do another one next week. And then as far as this video is concerned, I'm just going to talk to you guys a little bit about some of the lures that I bought over the last month or so. So stay tuned for that. Never mind my crazy son who's in the back right now. And I have crazy cats now. Well, the first baits that I want to show you are these Lucky Craft KJ Flat 1.5s. I did a review on these a couple years ago. I got them from Bass Pro Shop. I think you could exclusively get these from Bass Pro Shop for the first like 1 or 2 years that they were out, and now Tackle Warehouse has them, and they have them for like $8. It's actually a really good deal if you're into the flat-sided crankbaits like the Jack All Blings and baits like that that have these flat bill circuit board lips on them. They're a very nice looking bait, pretty much on par with everything else that comes from Lucky Craft. You can see that they have a nice flat side to them. This is, in fact, all three of these colors are colors that I typically buy in like a lipless crankbait for the LV RTO 150s and 250s. I wanted to buy them in these KJ 1.5s because these are very effective in shallow waters where a lipless crankbait is very good, but you can't really throw it because it sinks too quickly. So you can throw something like this and it'll be pretty much just as effective. But these colors here are colors that I typically buy in the KJ, not in the KJs, but the LV RTOs. This is TO Shad. This other one here is called, well, this is the also KJ Flat, but this is the TO Watermelon Crawl. Nice looking color there. Signature right there on the top. You can get the idea from that circuit board lip there. And then finally this other color, which is my most productive and possibly my favorite color that Lucky Craft makes. It's the TO Gill color. Make sure that's what it is. Yeah, this is the TO Gill color. You guys have seen me in my fishing videos use this color in my lipless crankbaits from the LV RTOs, the 150s and the 250s. This is a very, very solid color. I can guarantee you're going to start seeing other companies replicate this color if you haven't seen it already. This is a very, very nice looking color here. Next we have some Gunfish 95 Lucky Craft lures here. You can see that they're in the old packages, and the reason why I got these, this is in the Ghost Nishiki color. The reason why I bought these is they were $9 at Phil's Propeller, and I think it was because they're in that old package there, the black packaging as opposed to that red packaging that they have that I have over there on the right from these KJ Flats. That's like the new packaging. So this old packaging I think is just like new old stock. So, but this is a very nice color. Typically at Shasta, the spotted bass and smallmouth bass will be a lot more apt, I guess, to hit a smaller lure like this, like the Gunfish 95. I've had them hit the 115s. I think it's the 115 size, the medium size, the one that's just above this one. And I think that they're just a little bit more ready to hit this smaller one, I guess. And that's actually why I bought this other color here. This was Ghost Brown color, and it was also $9. Get a good look at this. For those of you that haven't tried out a Gunfish, this is one of my probably top 2, maybe top 3 top water fishing lures that I use. I love these baits. They're very effective. The fact that they spit the water from side to side and they sachet very, very well. It seems almost effortless to get them to sachet, but they're just a really good bait. And of course, I mean, I'm a Lucky Craft fanboy, admittedly, but with the colors that you get from Lucky Craft, they're very, very solid. Good bait here. I also got a couple of lures from 6th Sense here. These are the Provoke 106X. These are just a kind of like a quasi shallow diving suspending rip bait here. I'll go ahead and open it up for you. This first color here is called Baby Shad. Probably not the first color that I would choose as a rip bait color. This is probably a better color for like this KJ flat color here. You can see that the colors are very similar here because it's more of a shad style and this is more like a minnow style. So I think that the color would probably be better on something like a lipless crankbait or something like that. But nevertheless, I mean, 6th Sense makes some really nice baits, and they're not terribly expensive either. I think that these were like 11 bucks, so not too bad. 3-hook design on there as well. So interested to try these out. That was the only reason why I bought them. That and so I could review them. I tend to buy lures that I find that are interesting. And if I haven't reviewed them, then I will buy them just because of the fact that, you know, if they're interesting and I haven't reviewed them, then I should probably pick them up to show you guys. Baits like these Lucky Craft lures here are baits that I just like. I know that they work and they're effective, but I've already reviewed them. But in my opinion, you can never have too many of a bait that is effective for you. The brother, I guess, to this other 106X is called Chrome Shiner. 6th Sense uses quite a bit of packaging on their lures here. This is like a foil pattern. Probably be pretty good in like pond water. It's a nice looking color for sure. It looks like it has glitter on the back, but there's no glitter on it. It's actually kind of, the back is actually transparent, and it has like this kind of like a cracked finish on the back, but the sides are certainly foil. So that's a nice looking color there. I only picked up one of these. I plan on picking up the second one here pretty soon. This is the 6th Sense Dogma 115. I thought it was cool because I have all of these lures that are very similar to the Reaction Innovations Vixen and the River to Sea. I think River to Sea makes one of them, but they're all kind of similar. There's also one from Paycheck Lures. They're all kind of similar to each other, so I wanted to buy this one to kind of have as a comparison, and I'll buy the second one for a review. This is called Ghost Pro Shad, and it's the Dogma 115. Very nice looking color there. You can see the 2 ball bearings in the back. This thing will probably knock around really loud out there on the water. So, good bait there. And I think that this bait was about 11 bucks. So, I got these like for 8 bucks, these 2 for 10 bucks, and these for 10 bucks, 10 or 11 bucks, and this one for like 11 bucks a piece. Also picked up some soft plastics. I got some soft plastics from Grande Bats. This is the 4-inch Mega Claws Watermelon Red Flake. I'll go ahead and pull one out for you guys. I've used this bait before, long time ago, and I've kind of been on this kick lately of using stuff that I typically don't use, if you know what I mean, as far as soft plastics are concerned, because traditionally the way that I've bought my lures, I've always bought an eclectic mix of hard baits. always leaning back towards the Lucky Craft stuff, of course, but I have a very eclectic mix of hard baits, and I attribute a lot of that towards the fact that I have, you know, like 200 reviews or whatever, 150 reviews out here, and so I've always kind of leaned towards the same soft plastics because I don't review soft plastics. I've always used what works, and I never really deviate from that. This is something that I've used in the past and I thought was pretty interesting, and it wasn't that expensive either. So, and it's, you guys can't smell it, but it's very, very stinky. It has a very strong, kind of like a garlic scent to it. And then we have the beaver crawl. This is in black and blue flake. So, and it looks like you just break these claws apart here. You get the idea there. Very nice looking color. Pretty good punching bait. And when people say punching baits, they mean that baits that don't have a lot of appendages sticking out the sides, because the appendages will not get torn off, but they will get hung up in heavy vegetation that you're trying to get through or punch through. So if you get baits that are very slender in their profile, then they will lend themselves to getting through that vegetation a little easier. This one smells, but doesn't smell nearly as bad as the other one I just showed you. All right, guys, that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and go put these all away now.